as y'all can see, it ain't me. I got perfect reception in my crib. Feel me? As y'all can see, y'all, it ain't me, y'all. I got perfect reception in my house. I promise y'all I do. It's Facebook, y'all. That's why y'all got to go subscribe to my channel so I can be going live on YouTube. Because Facebook don't want me to give y'all this shit. It is not my house, y'all. I got perfect Wi-Fi. I don't want y'all thinking like that nigga ain't pay this internet. We got full reception over here. It's Facebook. It's Facebook, y'all. It ain't me. So, I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to go again. You feel me? Hey, if they kick us out again, I'm going to just finish the whole lesson on YouTube, y'all. I'm going to finish the lesson. I'm going to just record it and put it on my YouTube channel. Like, I ain't finna keep playing with them, y'all. Yeah, every time I get deep, that's Facebook, y'all. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We finna try to do it again, y'all. But they don't want y'all to know this, man. Mark Zuckerberg and them, man. You feel me? It's them, y'all. It ain't me. It ain't me. It's them. A nigga pay his bills on time. I'm a tax-paying citizen. Which I shouldn't be paying no goddamn taxes, but that's a whole nother lie. That's for a whole nother live right there. You see what I'm saying? That's for a whole nother live right there, y'all. But we gonna try to do this again, y'all. And if they freeze it, I'm gonna just finish the whole lesson from Hoodoo on down and just record it. And I'm gonna put it.
I'll get the sage.
I'm gonna put it. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead, like the sage. We gotta get some sage. Y'all see the frequency wars, y'all. Frequency wars, y'all. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. Spread the word. Share, man. Look, man. Y'all see what Facebook be on. They don't want y'all to know this. That's how y'all know it's real. Every time I get deep, they want to freeze me up. So subscribe to the channel. We gonna get right into it though. Hopefully they don't freeze us up. But if they do, the channel down there, subscribe, because once I get enough subscribers on my YouTube, I can go live on YouTube. All right? Y'all been asking me why I ain't going live. Subscribe to a nigga YouTube. You know, I just started. Like I used to be an artist, y'all. You feel me? A rapper. Like I rap still, but I'm through with the industry shit. You feel me? I got out of it because they came at me on some demonic stuff. So I'm exposed on everything they be on. Period. And I know it's real because I was just trying to be rapping and doing music. So you feel me? But I was rapping, y'all. Like, I have a rap channel that's popping, but my new YouTube channel is new. It's 2 weeks old. Most of the stuff I've been talking about, I put in my music, but I'm glad we got 20 people. We back going, y'all. So look, let's go as long as we can go. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all, because Facebook steady shutting this down. They don't want the gods and the goddesses to know the truth about their history. They do not want y'all to know the esoterical. Hold on. They do not want y'all to know the esoterical and the cosmic facts about y'all DNA. All right? So let's keep it going while we got these 17. Let's keep the sage going. We got sage lit over here. Y'all like some sage? Y'all throw a prayer out for me. We got to get this out. We only on slide 13, y'all. I made 44 motherfucking slides for y'all. Y'all see that? We only on slide 13. All right? We only on 13. So, hey, I done lit some sage. The wife done lit some sage for me. That go to sage. Hopefully, Facebook ain't trying to mess with the frequency no more, y'all. So I'm gonna get right into it. Let's go. All right? So we was talking about hoodoo, okay? And I think y'all should remember that. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Now, let's talk about how hoodoo was used during the transatlantic slave trade, all right? And I'm gonna try to move through it a little quicker so y'all can get everything, just so they don't shut us down, all right? So, hoodoo during the transatlantic slave trade. This right here, my people, is gonna show you how it was used, all right? I told you. Hold on, let's go back. What is hoodoo? One of the many ancient arts invented by the gods to conjure/manipulate reality, okay? Hoodoo is a form of Wicca. We know what Wicca is, okay? Let's go back. What is Wicca? Wicca is one of the ancient mystery arts created by the gods, used as a positive way, keyword positive way, to conjure up or manifest alternate realities. Only the gods, Black/Latinos, can master this ancient art. Boom. So we went over that earlier about Wicca, right? So now, hoodoo. Hoodoo will be a form of Wicca, not witchcraft, unless you turn it and use it for negativity. I repeat, hoodoo and voodoo is only forms of Wicca, not witchcraft. However, you are God and Satan. Both is within you. So you have the power to do right or wrong. If you take the ancient art and you use it for negative, like to try to hurt somebody for no reason, now you are doing what's called witchcraft, and that's not what it's for. All right? And you will actually attract ancient ancestor spirits that's going to come hurt you. All right? That's why people say stay away from voodoo, because they actually trying to use it for negative purposes. And if you use it for negative purposes, some spirits is going to come back and they're going to get on your ass, because you're not supposed to do that. Facts. So let's keep it going. All right. Hoodoo during the transatlantic slave trade. There go some of our ancestors right there. This is after the fall, though, y'all. We done failed already. You see, they got copper skin, they got cloth. We done already failed. They already defeated us, all right? I already exposed how they came and landed in 1492 from a different planet. They came to our planet through portals in the Caucasus Mountains. I explained that in my last lecture, okay? I showed that in my last lecture, all right? So now we know that we failed. 1492, they landed. We war with them all the way to 1775. They defeated us in 1775. I explained to y'all that which is what we talked about, how time is an illusion. So these years are their years. The years actually represent, and I'll keep saying it throughout the lecture, how long they have been away from their home planet. Okay, that's what years really stand for. Is how long the human beings, have been been away from their home planet. Okay, so let's keep it going. All right, so hoodoo was used by African American / Latino slaves as a revolt mechanism against the human beings / reptilians who conquered them. Okay, there's a whole book you can read written by David Robertson on Denmark Vesey. Okay, it's a reason they don't teach you about Denmark Vesey, Toussaint L'Ouverture, Nat Turner, or any of the real revolutionaries of that time, because they don't want to activate. Remember, all our DNA connected. We all connected. They don't want to activate ancient memories. Okay. So they will never talk about Denmark Vesey in no history class, which is why a lot of y'all might not have never heard of Denmark Vesey until now. Okay, so Denmark Vesey, this is the book, David Robertson. Denmark Vesey, the buried story of America's largest slave rebellion and the man who led it. So there you go. If you never heard of him, Denmark Vesey was a god who led a major slave rebellion. He was one of them. Him, Toussaint L'Ouverture, Nat Turner. You know, they don't really talk about them in history books. Marcus Garvey, you know, they don't give you certain names for a reason. All right, let's keep the lesson going though. So hoodoo during the transatlantic slave trade was mostly used by African Americans / slaves as a revolt mechanism because it's powerful against these human beings / reptilians who conquered them. Okay, so all this ancients, all your old slave masters, they were all high-ranking human beings who were in cahoots with the reptilians, and a lot of your slave masters were reptilians. Even back then, your people in power were reptilian shapeshifters. All right, but the human beings who helped the black people doing like per se like the Underground Railroad, all right, those were your regular human beings who still honored the gods, because some human beings honored the God. Remember this, human beings, although they don't have a soul like us, they are made in our image. They were made in our image, all right? Zeus made them in our image, but they really have the physical, all right, anatomy of animals. That's not being racist, this is real. Human beings' bodies, Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, Arabs, they are all part of the same species. They are all human beings. Even Dravidians. Dravidians look black, but they are not. They're just how they look. These 5 species are all, the highest ranking one is the Caucasian. All right, that was Zeus' greatest creation. That's why they say man was God's greatest creation, because humans was Zeus' greatest creation. All right, so he did a lot of splicing. It's called eugenics. Research, okay? But these human beings that was helping us during the Underground Railroad are the human beings with the good spirits, because this is why you can't say all white people or all Asians are bad. You can't say that, because they still have a spirit, although they lack a soul. And it's not their fault that they lack a soul. Remember, they were created, all right? So it's not their fault. But some of them do have good spirits, and this is why you can't say all white people or all Asians or all human beings in general are bad. You can't say that, all right? But more of them have bad spirits than good spirits because they were made without souls. Y'all with me? Come on, let's keep the party going. Okay, so hoodoo during the transatlantic slave trade. Hoodoo was used by African Americans and Latinos as a revolt mechanism against the human beings / reptilians who had conquered them. There's a whole book, and there's one of the major leaders of the slave revolt, right? Denmark Vesey. And here's his book. Y'all can go read it. David Robertson wrote it. It's called The Buried Story of America's Largest Slave Rebellion and the Man Who Led It, Denmark Vesey, who they will never talk to you about in school. But this is why, because they were using hoodoo. Nat Turner, all they was using hoodoo, all right? So we're going to let's get back into the slide, though. We're going to get back into the slide. Let's keep the lesson going, y'all, because we got a lot. And I want to keep it going before they get on some bullshit. Matter of fact, incantation, they will not get on bullshit. They will not stop us. They cannot stop us. Let's incant that. They cannot stop this, because Inspector Rashad Jamal Gadget, okay? Inspector Rashad Jamal Gadget is on they ass once again, okay? We back, people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What is black magic? Okay, now we getting deep. Black magic was invented and given to the gods, aka the blacks and Latinos, to scare them away from using ancient technology that would free them spiritually / mentally as well as physically. Okay, let me read that again. Black magic was invented and given to the gods, aka the blacks and Latinos, to scare them away from using ancient technology that would free them spiritually as well as mentally and physically. Black magic is a name given for the supernatural abilities that the gods possess within. Let's get deep. Keep in mind, y'all, they always tried to make black seem bad. I remember in the 90s when I was a little kid, I didn't like my skin, because I'm an 80s baby, 86 to be exact, 11/22/86, 2 master numbers to be exact, when I reincarnated on this plane here now called Earth. Y'all feel me? And I remember in the 90s being a kid, and you know, people be like, you so black, or your mama so black. Remember them jokes? Yeah, they made fun of to have, you know, these copper complex, this pigmentation. You feel me? I never really understood, you know, why they said, you know, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the motherfucking juice. You feel me? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the motherfucking juice. We come from triple darkness. This is carbon, and everything, all life originates from darkness. All right? So the blacker the berry, the sweeter the motherfucking juice. You can't get light from darkness. You can't get darkness from light. You can get light from darkness, though. Let me repeat. You cannot get darkness from light, but you can get light out of darkness. So keep in mind, they always took the term black and degraded it. All right? So they notice, they call their little magic white magic. Just, a white magic. hold on. It's just a little white magic, or white. Hey, we hope it's a white Christmas, But then when somebody died, they want you to be in black. You know what I'm saying? And they call us a black people. You know what I'm saying? Or that's black magic, or you are being blackmailed. Anything with black is used to the grave. Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your motherfucking mind. Remember who you are. Remember, you are a god. Come out of religion, all of that. All of it. I'm exposing it right here for you if you didn't know. You are a god, a goddess, nothing less. Period. Let's keep it going. Because I ain't come to fuck around today. You see this fire in my eyes? I ain't come to fuck around. This is pure kinetic energy. I ain't fucking with them. We ain't fucking around. This shit is over with. Because we are being activated. Fuck. Alright, and I'm finna break this symbol down. I'm on they ass. Don't even worry about it. You probably think that if you think this symbol evil, it's okay. I thought it was evil too. Stay right here. Because we are on they ass. You feel me? We ain't, listen, all that shit you taught our grandmama, man, listen. No offense to Granny. I love you, Granny. I know it wasn't your fault. You baptized me, you ought, I love you. You didn't know. But see, I'm talking about if you come out the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, even 2K, we the last motherfucking generation. See, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked with the last generation. We told you bitches, all right? We told y'all. Y'all thought we around though. Nah, we on y'all ass now. We know what's up. Now we know what the fuck is up. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so let me read it again. What is black magic? Black magic was invented and given to the gods, aka the blacks and Latinos, to scare them away from using ancient technology that would free them spiritually, mentally, as well as physically. Wow. Black magic is a name given for the supernatural abilities that the gods possess within themselves. Wow. Okay? So, yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, 11/22 Sag gang, but I'm born on the cusp. Sagittarius, half Scorpio. I'm a Scorpitarius, that which is called the sign of we on the cusp of revelation. You feel me? I'm a revolutionary sign. That's why I'm like this. It's my spiritual energy. All our Sagittarius is, I'll break it down on the zodiacs and how they connect to our energy and all. That's a whole nother live though. But let's keep it going. Peace to the gods and the goddesses tuned in. You feel me? All right. Now this emblem that they taught us was evil. Let's get on they ass. Let's get on their ass. Right. Symbols used to make the gods fear this so-called black magic. The skull and bone. Okay, let's break the skull and bone down. Why the fuck? Think about this logically. What is the skull and bone? What do you see? You see a skull representing the head of a what? And the bones representing. So basically, this represents the anatomy of a god. We can't say a man because man were made in God image. Hold on. Let me repeat. This form of head, leg, arm, head. Okay? Arm, leg, arm, head. Allah. Let me repeat. Trigonology, y'all, we decoding all they shit. Yeah, they go for every religion, period. Not just the Christians, every religion. I used to be a Christian and I was a Muslim, okay? So let me say this again. What does the bones represent, all right? And notice they have a secret society called the Skull and Bones, which George Bush so happened to be a part of, all right? They got a lot of secret societies, but why? Why did they take on the Skull and Bones but tell us it was evil? Okay, because what does the skull represent? The head, the brain, all right? What does the bones represent? The anatomy of the God, all right? Not the man, because keep in mind, man means hue man, meaning colored man, all right? If you are black or Latino, there is nothing colored about you, and there's nothing man about you. The name of our species is called the God species, aka angelic beings. Did you know that we are angels? Angels is actually a nickname of our species too. Yeah, yes, we are the angels they spoke about. We are the gods they spoke about. We are the electrical beings. I'm speaking cosmic facts. And this is why they hate you. It has nothing and never had nothing to do with your pigmentation. You think they did all this killing and manipulating for some skin color? Let's logic, people. We grown now. We ain't no little ass kids. We the last motherfucking generation. That's what I nickname us. We the last generation because we own their ass. You get what I'm saying? This symbol is the symbol of the God or man who's made in God image. Okay? So this represents your anatomy, which is technology. Okay? There's nothing evil about your technology. Okay? Now let's rotate to this symbol, because this is the symbol why I want y'all to focus. First, before we get to this pentagram, let's get on this term black, okay? Because black is a symbol that's used to degrade us. I just broke that. I told y'all that. Every time black is used, black male, black Christmas, black people, black magic, you know what I'm saying? Everything with black is used in an evil term, in an evil wording, right? So black in symbology of itself, right? Like think about it. You don't even want to be in the dark. Most crimes happen at nighttime, right? Like what they say, the freak at night, right? Like everything about darkness, and even in the Bible, in their Bible, you have to come out of darkness and step into the light. You see the technology, how they tricked us. That's why you can't be in religion. You got to break away from that. And that's just a history book source to enlighten yourself more. But believing it on something like how we used to, no, this is Aquarius age. This is the age of communication. All right? We have awoken. We are awake. That shit don't work no more. Get what I'm saying? So, you know, now let's get on this pentagram, though. This is the one I really want to get to because I used to think that was an evil sign, too. Let's keep it going. Okay, the pentagram symbol decoded. So, now let's see what this pentagram really represents, people. So, this pentagram that they use anytime they show you, even anytime they have showed you in a movie them doing voodoo rituals of any evil sort, so they call it, they be in the middle of a goddamn pentagram all the time. And every time they want to go somewhere, they light a motherfucking pentagram on fire. Who else saw Supernatural before back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen Supernatural before. And y'all done seen movies. Any movie where they speak, where they show you voodoo or any type of evil, they're going to show you this pentagram. They call it the Baphomet. They call that emblem the Baphomet, right? Especially when they came after the Illuminati bullshit 10 years ago. Notice how everybody in the Illuminati the whole Illuminati agenda only attacked black celebrities. Nobody paid attention to that. You feel me? Well, we're going to get into that too. But the whole Illuminati thing only attacked the black celebrities who don't run shit. All right? So this pentagram was called the Baphomet. Let me show you what it really represents. Focus. Let's focus, class. Okay, here we go. So this emblem has 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 points on this emblem represent the 5 elements of nature. All right? Air, spirit, water, earth, and fire. Okay? I repeat, this pentagram is symbolic. Ancestors, first off, they don't create anything. Remember, I told y'all that. They stole all these emblems from ancient Kemet. This shit come from us. All right? So now I'm giving y'all the real meaning of these to keep you away from the shit with their religious books. Don't do no evil. Keep you away from the shit. Away from your true power and your true history of yourself. All right? This shit right here is deep. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. Listen. This is all right? It's hard to break this matrix. All right? You got to come in here with an open mind, a heart light as a feather. You hear what I'm saying? You got to be in here ready to relearn your true history. All right? Your true history. All right? Facts. Let's go. So this pentagram that they call the Baphomet, they tell you that's the Baphomet, right? But they use this pentagram to conjure up they shit. All right? So star, no, that's not the GD star that they say is the GD star. It's the Star of David. It has 6 points. Okay? Young man, stay focused, God. Peace, though. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, God. Stay focused, man. That's a 5-pointed star right there, all right? You should have said the Vice Lords use that because they do. But these 5 points represent the nature, air, spirit, water, fire, and earth, all right? All 5 of these elements is what makes you a god because all 5 of these elements are nature and they are a part of you. Okay? This is why, hey, remember, thanks, babe. Remember Captain Planet, y'all? By your powers combined, what was it? Earth, air, wind, fire, water. And then the little dude with the brown coat, I ain't never liked his ass. He was a lame to me. He coming over talking about some, and heart. Let me get your goofy ass out the cartoon. But now knowing what I know, people, heart is the most powerful element because it's love. The heart represents love, and you can't do nothing without that energy. So really, in that cartoon, they were showing you how you got to combine these elements, combine the elements within yourself. You get what I'm saying? So in reality, people, the reason we are gods, right? Our species are called God species because we literally created nature. And when I say we, you got to think about ancestors that was in this body before you, okay? Because these bodies didn't always die. Time has helped these bodies to die, which I'm going to continue to break down in this lecture, okay? The belief in time has caused these physical avatars to die, all right? But we are multidimensional beings. Okay, so I'm showing y'all how this star, this 5-pointed star, is of the 5 elements of nature, which you are. Fire is in you, your solar plexus. Water, your whole damn body almost water. Earth, air, oxygen. You feel me? That 5th one, spirit, or you can say the heart, love. All right. So notice how right here, this is the Vitruvian man, and he has his arms stretched out, right? So this pentagram is not just symbolic of that, but it's symbolic of the God, what makes God a God. Because he has 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. Okay? This is why in the Muslim religion, they call God Allah. Allah is an acronym, A-L-L-A-H, for arm, leg, arm, head. Allah. A man, and man was made in God's image. So this image that you think is an image of a man is the image of a God. This is our image. Though the human beings were made in our image. When Zeus created them, he used the dog, the pig. Well, he used the pig for their skin, the dog, and the lemur, right? Yeah, the lemur, right? Yeah, because the monkey was the first stage he created of them when he was evolving them. He was trying to get them to look like us. So when he first invented them, he got them to the monkey phase first. And I'll do a separate live on this. On it real quick. He got them to the monkey, and they show you this in a human evolution chart. Okay, so he got them to the monkey phase first. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up real quick. So I like to show when I talk. Let me do this real quick. Let me pull this up. So let me show y'all something real quick. The human evolutionary chart. Let me show y'all something. All right, y'all got to understand these beings, these human beings. All right, they are very tricky. And what they wanted us to ease in with them. They want everybody to believe we're all human beings, we're all one, so that they can come and do what the fuck they did, which was conquer us like they did now. But we're not all one. I'll make a separate live decoding the whole human evolution bullshit, but let me branch off into it just for a quick second. Where the chart go? Where the goddamn... No, that ain't where the chart at. Give me the chart. There we go. Here we go. All right, so, boom, here we go. All right, so this is the human evolution chart, and it's imperative that you really understand the breakdown of this, right? So let me show y'all something. When Zeus created them, he was trying to get them to look like this, us, our image. So, of course, whenever you created something, it's not going to come out right the first time, all right? So this is how they first looked. When his first invention was the monkey, Zeus. Satan, Yaku, all right? We kicked him off our planet for trying to create them out of dead animals. That's why he had to get kicked off. That's why he got kicked off our planet. The whole Lucifer falling from heaven bullshit is nothing more than symbolic of us kicking his ass off planet Kai for trying to make these human beings who then came years, well, if you want to call them years, later and invaded and conquered our ass, all right? But this was the first stage he created, was the monkey. He was happy with that stage, but he was like, nah, he wasn't quite satisfied. So he created a second version. He came up with this monkey, which is a little more upright. And then he created a third version. Remember, he know how we look. He was trying to get them to us. This is why the Bible said God was made in man, God made man in his image. Okay? So if you using your logic, think about it. If you trying to make something in your image and you creating it for the first time out of fucking dead animals, right? You will get some shit like this your first time. All right? But then he kept splicing and fucking with the genetics, separating the brown gene from the black gene. And I already did a whole live about how because he took some goddess with him. When Zeus got kicked off our planet, he took a lot of people with him. This is where the whole 2/3 of heaven fell bullshit came from. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people went with him. Other scientists we had, he didn't just leave alone. All right? But when he was trying to create them, you feel me? This is why monkey's still here. Okay? Think about it like this. If you know what evolution means, when something evolves, it can no longer exist. So for example, like when a fucking, and I'm gonna do a separate live on this, but when a butterfly evolves from a caterpillar to a butterfly, you no longer see that caterpillar because it's a butterfly flying in the motherfucking sky. So why would you believe that black people, specifically Latinos and black people, evolved from fucking monkeys when there's still monkeys running the fuck around your ass at the zoo? No, they did not. Why the fuck? They wouldn't be fucking, we would be here and they would not. All right? So the reason you still see monkeys is because that's the first creation when Zeus was trying to create them. And you get the quote now, God made man in our image. He was trying to create them in our image, all right? So this his first creation was the fucking monkey. Then his second creation was the cousin of the monkey that stands a little more upright. And then his third creation, this is where them fucking big feet come from. Them Bigfoot people been seeing over the years, them Bigfoot, them Yeti. Yeah, that's the third creation. They also came to the planet. When the human beings came to our planet, they brought the Yeti with them, okay? They brought the Yeti with them, all right? The Yeti, AKA Bigfoot, is a real species. But if we have been lied to about the history of the evolution chart, ain't no big ass ape running around that's 8 feet tall. Trust me, they, once again, human beings, and they run the whole country. Let's keep it at a basic level now. Right now we in the cosmos, so we on a, when y'all come in my class, know that you're in a different dimension first off. You're not on the 4th dimension no more. When you come in this class, you're now in the 6th. You have now entered the 6th dimension. That's why I say exit motherfucking Earth and enter reality. Okay, so let's go down a little bit. Let's go back down to like the 4th a little bit, all right? So I need y'all to know something. So look. These fucking Yeti that people see all the time, they came through these portals in the Caucasus Mountains along with these monkeys. Right? This is basically where your orangutan come from. This ain't shit with an orangutan standing straight up. All right? The monkey was created first, then the guy in orangutan, then the fucking Bigfoot, then the motherfucking dwarf. All right? Then the motherfucking, which we still have running around. Then the motherfucking Neanderthal. Okay? This is the Neanderthal and then them. Okay? So, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Feel me? So now, we understand that this is really the image of God, which is us, minus that pigmentation, okay? So in reality, this pentagram represents the connection to all of nature around him. You see the elements, if I was to big up this picture, you'll see air, earth, fire. All these elements are around a Vitruvian man too, all right? They are all around a Vitruvian man. For that reason, this is nothing more than symbolic of our physical connection to the earth as well as the cosmos. So it's not an evil sign. They lied to you. They lied to us, okay? Let's keep the fucking party going, though. I think we get it now on that note. All right? So let's get back up in here. Let's keep the party going. So how do we spell? Okay? We were taught to spell cast by spelling. Hold on. Let me get the pointer. We were taught to spell cast by the spelling of words. When we spell a word out, we literally are creating a spell. Once we speak the words we have spelled or that have been spelled by others, we are now doing what is called spell casting. Let me read that back. We were taught to spell cast by the spelling of words. So they taught us how to spell cast people by teaching us how to spell motherfucking words. All right? We never need to learn how to spell shit. They only taught us that for this reason. Okay? When we spell a word out, we literally are creating a spell. I already showed y'all earlier about what a spell is when you write it down, incantations, okay? Now, once we speak, all right, because this says when we spell a word out, we are creating a spell. But once we speak the words that we have spelled or that have been spelled by others, meaning if we're reading a book or something, we are now doing what is called spell casting, okay? So when you write a word, you are spelling, okay? But when you speak that word out, so if you write down on the paper, love, you just spelt the word. But if you say love, now you're spell casting because you're casting the spell, which makes it more powerful. And you have a soul, so you're going to magnify it and make it come back, plus your epidermis and all of that. But let's keep it going. Facts. Let's keep it going, y'all. Because I ain't come to fuck around today. Because y'all don't know that they using a time spell and these different spells on us. So I got to break what a spell is down. So our environment is directly impacted and affected by the thoughts we think or the words we say. This process is called the neurochemistry of the brain. Okay, once again, pay attention. So your whole physical environment is directly impacted and affected by the thoughts we think or the words we say. Okay, this is the process that is called the neurochemistry of the brain, because the neurochemistry is the inner working of the nerve system in the brain, and the neurochemistry of your brain controls all the nerves in your body. All right, let's keep it going. This technology is one of the many that come with these physical avatars we call bodies. Okay, so the ability to shape our environment around us with what we say or think, this is just technology, and it's just one of the many that come with these physical avatars we call bodies. Okay, your body is nothing more than a physical avatar that you jump in and out of from dimension to dimension. This is why you dream every night. Every night you get tired, not because you have to, because you have other bodies and other dimensions that your spirit and soul need to go to. This is just one of the many dimensions you exist in. When you sleep, you go to other dimensions. That's why you dream. A dream is you remembering what the fuck you was doing in that other reality. But they don't want you to know that. Facts. This is why you will never die. You can never die because you are energy at your base form. And energy don't die, it dissipate. Scientific facts of who and what you are. Facts. All right? Let's keep it going. Because I ain't come to fuck around today, like I told y'all at the beginning when we started. This technology is just one of the many that come with these physical avatars we call bodies. Latino people have bodies made from carbon. They and only they alone have access to this technology. Let me repeat. Because Latino people have bodies made from carbon, not melanin, they and only they alone have access to this technology. Human beings lack carbon. Their bodies are made up of melanin. Therefore, they do not have access to this ability. They can't speak shit into existence. So they use us to speak shit into existence. You get what I'm saying? So if they feed us negative imagery to our brain, they can get us to speak this negative shit to create this reality for them. Because we lack knowledge of self. Do you see what they really did to us? Because see, we don't remember. But when our DNA being repaired every day by the sun, and once we remember, your eyes gonna turn jet black. You feel me? And I ain't gonna have to tell you nothing, not a book or nothing. It's in your DNA. We gonna remember what they did to our planet. It ain't gonna be nothing that can save them. And they know it. They know it. All right? So whether you believe this is not or not, I'm giving you facts. I'm preparing you. Thank me in the astral planes later. You feel me? You can link on me in the astral planes when you dream tonight. You feel me? Facts. Facts. So this technology is one of the many that come with these physical avatars we call bodies. Because Latino people have bodies made from carbon, they and only they alone have access to this technology. Human beings lack carbon. Their bodies are made up of melanin. Therefore, they do not have access to this ability. All right? Let's keep the party going. So that's why. All right? And they know about the technology, so they used us to do the bullshit for them. Now do you get why they taught us how to spell? Because they can't do the shit. So they used us to create their bullshit realities. This is why black people killing black motherfucking people. Not because motherfuckers want to. It's a whole spell going on. This deeper than this time spell. I'm just giving y'all the real factuals. Like I always say, that's easy science. You take two lions that got along their whole life and put them in a room. Take a mama lion and her cub and put and starve them for a week and put them in a room together and throw a stake in there and see if they don't kill each other. That's basic technology. All right, that's why they invented the projects, because they were projects. So stop talking all that. Black people doing it to us. That's more. When you speak that, you say you casting a spell for them over your people. Wake up. Let's keep it going. I ain't coming to fuck around today. Feel me? Music Media Forever is the Cash App if you want to donate. Facts. All right. What is an affirmation, people? Now we getting good in what are charms. See, a lot of y'all don't even know what an affirmation is, because affirmations, all this shit has to do with spells. Because we getting to the cheese. So let's see We finna read out loud 111 life-changing affirmations to attract money. Let's read them. I am a money magnet. Money is drawn to me. Hold on. Peep. They are written down. An affirmation is when you write something down on paper. That makes it an affirmation. I repeat. When you write something down on paper, that makes it an affirmation. This is why another reason they taught us how to spell. You get it? So, notice this is written down on paper by somebody. Okay? I'm just reading out affirmations out loud. And like I told y'all, you can make your own spells, your own affirmations. Whatever you want. You can say, I'm going to get a lot of money next week. You can say stuff like that. You can incant that and it'll come to you. You can say all this. But if you say, I ain't going to get it, I ain't going to get it, and you believe it, then you're going to attract that because you are a soul and spirit. Your soul is magnetism. This is why you attract shit to you. Because we are gods. Facts. Let's keep the party going. Let's keep it going. Because I ain't coming to fuck around today. Y'all know how we do when we do what we do. All right. 111 life-changing affirmations. Let's read them out loud. And these are good for everybody watching, y'all, because this is powerful. Just saying it. That's how powerful an affirmation is. I am a money magnet. Money is drawn to me. I am attracting money at this very moment. Everything I touch turns into gold. I am ready and able to receive more money. Money is the root of joy and comfort. I deserve to make more money. My actions create prosperity. I constantly discover new sources of income. I release all negative energy over money. All the resources I need are within me. I can handle massive success with ease. I get rich doing what I love. An abundance of money is flowing into my life. I deserve to be rich. I let go of all fears around money. The more I give, the more I receive. All right? That's an example of an affirmation. You can write them down your motherfucking self. But if you knew the power of it, because when you write it down, you just spelt it. And when you speak it out, you're spell casting. And I already broke down why we, the blacks and Latinos, are able to do this. So in order to defeat them, we just simply need to reverse the spells we're casting out with our thoughts and our words. All right? Facts. Okay. What are charms? Escape the PowerPoint for a second, people. Let's see what a charm is. I broke down the human evolution chart, and I'll do a separate slide just on that, so don't even worry about it, because this lecture is about the time spell, people. Okay? Charms. What are charms? Let's see what Google has to say. All right? Because if you're not aware of charms, you can be charmed. You can be charmed. You can be hoaxed. Somebody can cast a spell on you. All of that. You think that's a joke? You think they was just talking when your ancestors was just talking? You think your grandmama told you about all this stuff for a reason? No. What does Google have to say about charm? Okay? This is really what... Look, could charm somebody? This is what the Prince Charming really came from. This is what charming is. All right? A charm is a there goes the word again, people. Magical. Because we're going to get to magic. Notice how magic kept coming up and everything we talking about, and they got us believing magic ain't real. We on magic ass next. Don't even trip. I told y'all we didn't come to fuck around today. A charm is a magical spell or an object that brings luck. It is also a quality of being attractive and pleasing. Okay? So, don't focus on that. That's Neanderthal mentality. Focus on this. A charm is a magical spell or an object that brings luck. Okay? So now, we know what a charm is. Let's get back to our PowerPoint, all right? Let's turn the camera around. So now, hold on. Boop, we back. We know what is an affirmation. We did an example of an affirmation. You can do these at home. This is what they use against us as well. They write this shit down and say it out loud. Oh yeah, we getting deep. What are charms? I just told y'all that. And guess what? Hold on. I need a drink of water. I need a drink. Because sometimes I be about to drown myself, y'all. I be about to drown myself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Subscribe to the YouTube channel down below, y'all. Because I'm gonna be putting all this information on my YouTube channels. Because Facebook be taking these videos down. They don't want y'all to know this. And then they be freezing my lives. And I can't go live on YouTube if I don't have enough subscribers. I just started my YouTube page, all right? I'm an ex-rapper. I put out a lot of positive music, so because of that, the industry kind of blackballed me. So I had to bring the positive messages to the people this way. Like, y'all ain't gonna stop the message, motherfucker. Y'all can blackball me out the industry because I make positive messages in my music, but y'all ain't gonna stop the motherfucking message. Remember that. Remember that, goddammit. You can't stop the message. I don't give a fuck what you do. All right, let's keep the party going. All right, the power of rhymes. We're getting deep now. Okay, so we've been talking about incantation. We've been talking about words. We've been talking about spells. I've been breaking down the power of spells. And I told you, when you speak a word out loud, you're spell casting. That's what you're doing. Stop thinking you're just talking. Everything you say out your mouth is witchcraft. It's not witchcraft, but it's Wicca or witchcraft, depending on how you use it. This is what they haven't been telling you. And you can't run from that because this is your species. This is part of being a god. This is a technology, a part of you that comes with your soul and spirit. Okay? So, rhymes. When words rhyme, this shows harmony between the words. Key word, harmony. Don't we all love harmony, people? Everybody loves when something is in harmony. All right? When words rhyme, this shows harmony between the words. Harmony is frequency, people. Harmony is frequency. Remember, I did a video on the frequency wars. Let's keep it going. All right. When words rhyme, because every word don't rhyme. When words rhyme, this shows harmony between the words. Harmony is very powerful in the universe, and it's the harmony between the words or certain syllables which cause them to rhyme. I repeat, harmony is very powerful in the universe. All right? And it's the harmony between the words or certain syllables which cause them to rhyme. So, and don't nobody be stealing. Listen, if anybody here watching this is my research. If y'all gonna use anything for my presentations, give me credit. Because to not give me credit or to write down any of my ideas, you know what I'm saying, of my theologies or my ideology on this stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's plagiarism, all right? That's plagiarism, all right? So don't be plagiarizing, all right? All this stuff is organic. So don't think this came, no, this is organic right here, y'all, all right? Don't let nobody tell y'all different. They ain't doing this, y'all, because they scared to put their life on the line. I know I can't die. And when that fear is removed, you are at all power. They can't do nothing with me. They didn't try. There's nothing they can do with me. There's nothing they can do with you when you woke, all right? Harmony is very powerful in the universe. And it's the harmony between the words or certain syllables which causes them to rhyme. See, we be thinking words just be rhyming, not knowing the science behind why certain words, why does shine and, listen, blue and glue rhymes. That's harmony, all right? Why doesn't blue and green rhyme? Every word don't rhyme, but certain words rhyme with other words, all right? Because that's frequency. So even though they created this English language, when words rhyme, pure frequency, because it's harmony. That's why they rhyme. That's why they come off smooth like that. All right. And me being a rapper, all right, I don't even like to call myself a rapper. All right. Think of J. Cole when you think of me, or think of Pac, because I'm not no rapper. I'm not no gangster rapper, no trap. I'm not none of that. I be on some common stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? But this is why people that write, who they call us rappers, this is what makes us so powerful with our words. Now I'm going to get into how they've been using us, including me, and I've been used before, to push the agenda and further push the time spell through this frequency, because we are not aware of rhymes and spell casting and all of this stuff. All right, let's keep it going. So, harmony is very powerful in the universe, and it's the harmony between the words or certain syllables which causes them to rhyme, making words that rhyme higher frequency than words that don't. So words that rhyme have a higher frequency than words that don't. All right, it's 25 years of research here, people, more than that, because there's no time. But I'm gonna say years so I don't lose anybody for now. All right, basically, words that rhyme are on a higher frequency than words that don't. Artist, a singer, a rapper, all of their words rhyme, all of our words rhyme, right? So that means a song is very powerful. Even if it don't matter if you're putting it out there or not. If you write a song, you write a poem, you write anything, you make it rhyme, all right? Or you write it down and make it rhyme. Why spells work? Because they rhyme. This is why we're talking about the power of rhymes, because if in order for the spell to work, that's written down, it has to rhyme. This is why every spell rhymes. Remember I told y'all at the beginning, notice how all the spells rhyme, okay? So I'm breaking down the rhymes for y'all. There go Travis Scott right there. He's also the face of that McDonald's burger right now that's going to kill everybody, further help kill the people off, okay? He's being used as an agent to further destroy us, all right? They cannot hijack his form. He's still a god. He's still a god. However, they do use the light of Hollywood, the soul of the gods who have this talent, and they use the gods who have this ability to rhyme or sing, and they use them to promote a negative agenda as opposed to a positive one, okay? Y'all with me? This is why Kanye West said, if I talk about God, my records won't get played. You know what I'm saying? Because this power is what they do is they use us to, like I say, spell cast. So if you're a rapper and you just rapping about drugs and violence, which I'm guilty of doing before in the past, right? You're spell casting negative energy. So that negative energy to go out, that's what you're going to create. We already broke down why, right? We know the neurochemistry of the brain and how it works. So we know the power when you're saying things. These are spells. So when you rhyme and you think about, like, I thought, oh, I'm just rapping. No, I'm not. No, you're not just rapping. What you're rapping is going to manifest. And I know because everything I ever rapped in a song manifested. So this is how I know this is true. All right, this is how I know this is true. Also, I was approached several times and like by people in the industry that like my music, like, hey, you're very talented, but because I rap about different subjects, they wouldn't let me in the industry because I won't promote the agenda. And a lot of artists like that, they'll use their rhymes to lift up the frequency. So if you make it like Erykah Badu, look at all how think about how music used to sound, people. Now we know why they called it devil's music, because rap music, hip hop, R&B, all this really is devil music. I hate to admit it, not to even use the word hate, but it's a fact. Knowing what I know about frequency now, it's a fact. This is why they killed XXX when he started making videos about frequency. He was killed. All right. So really, in reality, if you're making a song about positive message, you're going to uplift the frequency of the planet because of these rhymes. That's why Tupac, keep your head up, ooh, child. When he was rapping that stuff, they had to kill him. You know what I'm saying? This is why rappers that make that type of music, they not as popular as rappers that make the negative music. Not because the positive music isn't better, but because the people that control Hollywood, and we'll get into that next, they will use the gods, blacks and Latinos, to spell cast through the music these negative agendas that they can't create. So imagine if you're a rapper or a singer, you got everybody singing your song, 1 million people, and you got that type of influence, 1 million people chanting at the same time, what are they all doing? They're incanting that. They're incanting that. So when you get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a science to this shit. It get deep, y'all. It get deep. These bitches slick. But it's over with. They have been exposed, okay? So to make a word rhyme only strengthens the magnetism. Remember, we have soul, y'all. It only strengthens the magnetism in the rhyme, making them manifest 100 times quicker. So here we got Travis Scott performing in front of millions of people rhyming. Is it a negative frequency he's rhyming about or a positive frequency? If it's a negative frequency, rhyming about money, bitches, hoes, jewelry, then that's what he's manifesting. But if that's what he's omitting, that's what he's spellcasting. But if he's rhyming about positive agenda, he's spellcasting a positive agenda, which they're not going to allow him to do that. Okay? Somebody said Tupac made negative music. Yes, he did. Tupac did make some songs that spoke about negativity. Yes, he did. All right? But if his, touch like his deep songs, and if you listen to his interviews, because remember, when you talk, you're casting spells. What was Tupac interviews centered around? Always high frequency messages in his interviews. Get what I'm saying? A lot of his songs are high frequency messages in them. You get what I'm saying? So that's why he was killed. You know what I'm saying? Like when Pimp C started talking about certain things, he was killed. When Kodak Black started warning about things, he was killed and cloned. All right? I'm going to get deep because I'm going to get deep about this. All right? We're going to get real deep. It get real deep. Okay? So you got to understand why they use us to do this. All right? Because of the power of rhymes, because of magnetism. All right? So the word rhyme only strengthens the magnetism of the words, or words used in the rhyme, making them manifest 100 times quicker. So most songs rhyme. So that means So basically this means most songs rhyme, right? So that means that the average song will manifest the lyrics that are being sung. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why they got Nipsey too. Exactly. Oh, don't trip. I'm on their ass. We're on their ass. Let's go. We on their ass. Lauryn Hill too. Lauryn Hill, they got on her. They made her cut her locks and all of that. Yeah, they shut out the industry. All of that. Yes. Erykah Badu the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at her old music. She was telling y'all, we in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. She was telling you. Listen to her. I was born underwater. $3 and 6 dimes, 360. 360 represents the full circle of knowledge that goes around you. Yeah, she's esoterical. Yeah, and I could break her down too, but that's a separate live. Yeah, like it's some songs. You feel me? I can get on that level too with them, but that's a separate live. Y'all feel me? But what I'm saying is, go listen to a lot of the older music. All right, this is why it was filled with so much song about love back then, and they had to change that frequency. Nowadays, all R&B songs are them singing about how much dick they gonna take or how much pussy they gonna get. Most of the hip hop songs is about selling drugs, how many bitches you got, calling them bitches, degrading the women. I mean the goddesses, or how many cars you got. You know what I'm saying? That's what they promote. And if you're not talking about that in music, they're not gonna sign you. I know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But this is why though. I'm showing you why it's like that. Okay, let's keep the party going. The power of rhymes. Okay, so this is why they use singers, poets, rappers, and songwriters to emit these frequencies. And these are all the labels in the industry. And this is ran by the Jewish mafia, human beings. They are also part of your reptilian shapeshifters. They use our own people, the gods, against us by blinding them with the lights and the fame of Hollywood, lure them in. Most of them, they either kill or clone, or they hijack their conscience, okay? So they can hijack your conscience. Your conscience can't be hijacked, and they were showing you this in Get Out. They showed you this in the movie Avatar too, okay? So a lot of what happens to a lot of gods and goddesses that go into Hollywood with good intentions, like a Kanye West, they either kill you and flat out clone you so they can control you, or they hijack their consciousness, okay? So they be in their body, but they still be controlling their body. This is technology that they don't tell you guys about, but I'm telling you for a fact that they do it, okay? So this is what they do, all right? All your industry. Yeah, Michael Jackson did. They killed Prince because of the master. They killed Michael Jackson because of that too. Michael Jackson was finna go on a war tour. Listen to a lot of Mike's songs. All I gotta say is they don't really care about us. All that shit. And I'm talking to the man in the mirror, telling you to address self. Those was high frequency messages. That's when the media started putting out this information about Mike in the 90s and 80s, saying he was a child molester. They and all that shit. Like yeah, it get deep like they did Mike dirty. Like that's what the media do, propaganda campaign. And we wasn't awoke back then, so we didn't know what Mike was talking about. Yeah, go listen to Mike older music. It had messages in it, boy. God, he wasn't talking about none did what they did. He talked about stuff that mattered. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They had to kill his image for that. Let's keep it going though. The power of rhymes. Okay. Now here we go. This is also, if y'all want to go check out my music, Rashad, Jamal, I got a video right now, God Talk, the break satirical stuff in my video. They had took my video down and everything, but it's up. Y'all want to go check it out, y'all can. But what I'm finna show y'all, this is the reason why they kill these artists right here. And that I think like this. The power of rhymes. Every major artist uses their rhymes / lyrics to uplift, because we know what rhymes are now, right, people? We just looked at the power of the magnetism of rhymes, right? When you rhyme, you are spell casting, okay? So every major artist who uses their rhymes / lyrics to uplift the the planet have been killed, jailed, or labeled, I misspelled that was a typo, labeled crazy and blackballed out of the mainstream music industry, highly good because of this esoteric secret of rhymes and the power of incantation and this technology the gods have within them, because these human beings can't do it. Is this making sense to y'all as we clicking? Is we clicking? All right? It's all leading to the time spell. Now look, who picture I got? Kanye West, killed and cloned. All right? Killed and cloned. All right? And they hijacked his consciousness, okay? And they put his consciousness back in his body and that consciousness through. And you will see Kanye say the mainstream media, okay, because media, the term media comes from Medea. If y'all didn't know, the word media comes from the Greek god Medea. All right? Tyler Perry, he's in on this shit too. I love Medea. She funny as fuck, but this is why he named his character Medea. Let's get deep. The word media comes from the Greek god. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Because see, I ain't gonna fuck around. Y'all, hey, we getting deep, y'all. Let me show y'all why. Oh, this goes deep. Okay. Who was Medea? Because the word media comes from the Greek god, in Greek mythology, Medea. All right? Medea. Who is Medea in Greek mythology? Let's find out, people. Okay, Oh. Enchantress means, right? What it means to enchant. We know what enchantress mean. And this is how y'all know the gods existed too, because when y'all do pull up images of Greek mythology, because Greek mythology is all about our ancestors. It was written down by human beings. But notice, whenever you go to Greek mythology, they're gonna always plaster a white face on their ass, because this was really us. They don't want you to know your power. Let's keep it going though. Let's go though. So who is Medea in Greek mythology? Because the word media comes from the Greek god Medea. All right. Somebody just asked me, what proof do I have a Kanye clone? What proof do I have? Okay, don't ask me what proof do I have a Kanye clone. You're an agent, God. Okay, what proof do you have of Jesus ever walking the earth? What proof do you have of Jesus turning water to wine? What proof do you have that? What proof do you have that you came from Africa? What proof do you have that you're African American? Exit the university, because right now you are still stuck on the third dimension, self. And I can't call you God. I just gotta call you self when you're not in tune. Okay, let me keep the lecture going. Sorry about that, class. We pay no attention to those with a Neanderthal mentality. We forgive those gods because we know they are still trapped in the motherfucking matrix. All right? So the term media comes from the Greek god Medea. And who was Medea in Greek mythology? Medea was an enchantress who helped Jason, leader of the Argonauts, to obtain the golden fleece from his father. Okay? So all you need to practice and focus, all you need to focus on is that Medea was a fucking enchantress, okay? Who helped Jason manipulate somebody out of the golden fleece. I'll make a whole separate video on the golden motherfucking fleece, okay? But just know it was important. But the term media comes from Medea. So Medea means Medea, who was a Greek god, and she was an enchantress. We know enchant means to what? Cast spells, okay? So this is why the media blackballs artists who refuse to use their God-given talent, their God DNA, to spell cast for the media. And the media honors that spell casting. This is why they lie to us. That's through their imagery. That's why you can't trust the media. Mainstream media, you can't trust them because they have to honor the God, the enchantress. They are supposed to manipulate. Okay? All right? Look at all these artists were killed for speaking the truth. Killed and cloned for trying to speak out and shift the frequency. Nipsey Hussle killed at least his physical avatar for uplifting the frequency and trying to let y'all know that y'all was gods and keep Dr. Sebi message about us being gods and electrical beings and about why we don't need to eat meat. He was doing that. He wasn't on their side. He had to go because he had too big of a platform. Let's rotate down to my boy Pop. Got everybody thinking he was killed in the West Coast War by Biggie. Who orchestrated that belief? The media. What are they? Illusionists. Enchantress. The media are master illusionists. This is why they use the term Medea or media. Media. I'm helping y'all out today, man. All right? Subscribe to the university below. All right? You feel me? And go get somebody. Hey, we on their ass. Y'all get what I'm saying? We on their ass. All right? We on their ass. They go Pop right there. All right? Now, I'll do a whole live on my boy, rest in peace, FBG Duck. Another one. All right? He's a good example. You know why? Because he made a lot of low-frequency music. Okay? A lot of low-frequency music. You would call it low frequency. But he also began to change his life around and was trying to promote the peace in violent Chicago, which is one of the major energy hubs that these human beings and reptilian shapeshifters orchestrate off of. Chicago, Detroit, New Orleans, LA, majority of all your violent cities, they control. Soon as he began to shift his energy and try to promote the peace, they killed him. Now, everybody in the streets gonna say he was killed by the BDs. Everybody in the streets gonna say it, he was killed by gang shit. But let me let you know he wasn't. And I don't give a fuck how they come. I'm exposing what it is. Who you know got killed in downtown Chicago, broad daylight, and the police ain't catching with all them cameras out there? Still no suspects? Okay, even if you ain't got no suspects, where's the footage? We damn near a month, no footage. All these cameras up, you ain't got no footage. Downtown Gold Coast, all these, no footage. And then the police let them die. Y'all seen the video, they let them die. Hospital 5 minutes around the corner, all right? So you gotta understand, all right? All right? We all know who the man beefing with, and we already know that to be a high politician, you know, you gotta be a part of the goddamn in collusion with the system. And we already know who fucking his main op was, and we know who the fuck his main op cousin is. Lori motherfucking Lightfoot, all right? All right? So the shit get deep, all right? This shit get real deep, man. Why was he killed? Because he was with that 2020 vision, trying to bring peace to one of their main energy hubs, and he had a major platform, and they couldn't have that. He one of the faces of drill music. The whole drill music that they make a lot of money off of is based around the GDBD war, right? But who the main GD rapping? That was rapping from Chicago, him. So if you get the main GD rapping, trying to change and get something, get on peace, there can be no war going back and forth through the music. All right? So you got to understand, this shit way deep. And they might not say it now. It's going to come out down the road. Just know y'all heard it here first, man. Because they system in this shit. All these guys, rest in peace to all of them. Number of respect for all of them, man. Just keep the party going, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the party going, man. I ain't going to lie to y'all about nothing. Feel me? Let's go. Why are rhymes important? Rhymes are important because you will notice that every major spell is filled with words and stanzas that rhyme. Okay, so now we back to spells. I had to take y'all through all that to break this shit down. All right, because we back on this time spell. Okay, y'all with me? So now, the reason rhymes was important, and I had to show y'all why they were so important, is because when dealing with spells, writing spells down, or spell casting, which is the same as spells out loud, and we remember, every word you speak is a spell. Every fucking word is a spell. All right, everything you say is a spell. And if you say something negative, that's considered a curse. Facts, all right? So unless you take it back out the universe by saying, no, I take that back, universe, all right? So, and this how you speak against when somebody try to speak bad over you. If they come along and say, you ain't gonna be shit, you gotta get the last word. No, I'm gonna be something. If they say it again, keep saying it. Make sure you get the last fucking word. I'm gonna be something. And say it with feeling. That's how you kill a curse that said that. If you don't, that shit is gonna come. You're gonna attract it to you because they just cursed you, all right? So you might not think that's real. That's up to you. That's on you, but it is. Giving y'all the signs, okay? So why are rhymes important? Because you will notice that every major spell is filled with words and stanzas that rhyme, all right? Peep this out. This is called the love spell. I'm going to read it out loud, people. And this is an actual love spell. This is an actual spell. You can look this stuff up. And like I told y'all, being the gods, because see, these human beings and reptilians, they wrote down a lot of negative spells, all right? We ain't got to use their same language, their same technology of spelling for positive and write that down, but make it something positive. Say that word, but make it something positive. All right, we all powerful. We cannot be destroyed. Any weapon. That's why the saying goes, no weapon formed against us will prosper, because we have kinetic energy. We just gonna reflect it and send it back at their ass. All right, and I'm teaching y'all how. So let me read the love spell for y'all so y'all can see how a spell looks. So if you do want to work on writing your own spells and stuff like that, make sure that they rhyme. All right, check this out. Love spell. I cast this circle round about, so love I'll never do without. For loving words, love withhold. I cast the circle once again, to final love, let it come in. Myself is it that I must move, my words and deeds I will approve. I cast the circle 3 times 3, myself forever changed to be. Words and acts both good and kind, forever will my true love bind. Give me the love will bring, God has changed me, do this thing. And notice every spell, they're gonna always say God or goddess. And that's a spell that human beings wrote down. And if you was to recite that spell at least 5 times, because frequency you're repeating it, you will manifest that spell or whatever you're trying to, whoever you're thinking about, or whatever intention you're sending out. All right. So I'm giving y'all, like, this shit might scare you, but this is ancient technology that your ancestors used, but it's now being used against you. All right, and us forever. So let's keep it going. Like I say, rhymes, spells have to rhyme. If it don't rhyme, it can't be a spell unless it's said aloud. Okay. And this is what they doing to us, y'all, every day of our lives with their advertising billboards, all right? So I've got to show y'all this stuff. Now, here we go. Remember they've been talking about magic and all this stuff, hoodoo, voodoo. I've been breaking everything out because this all has to do with the time spell, all right? Now this says, let's flip it, is magic real? This says science is magic that's real, okay? Let's keep it on magic now, y'all, because they kept saying everything was magical. So let's find out. They've been saying all night when I've been showing y'all shit that shit is magical, and we was taught not to believe in magic. Let's find out what magic is, y'all. All right. What is magic? Magic is science that we do not understand yet. We, meaning the scientific community, the human beings, but we would also apply to us, the gods and the goddesses, because we don't understand it because it has been kept and hidden from us. All right. Let's keep it going, though. So what is magic? Magic is science that we do not understand yet. Our ancient technology, or ancient technology of the gods that the human beings and their extraterrestrial allies do not understand how to master or control or use. Simply put, magic is the ability of the gods to shift, create, or alternate their environment, be it chemically, biologically, or physically. Oh. Yeah, overlook any typos, y'all. Just get the message, all right? Because I'll be typing fast, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the message to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about spelling anyway, because it's witchcraft, really. You know what I'm saying? The way we've been taught to use it anyway, all right? So get the message, y'all. What is magic? Magic is science that we do not understand yet, all right? Or ancient technology of the gods that the human beings and their extraterrestrial allies, draconian reptilians, do not understand how to master, control, or use. So basically what happened was this. When they came to our planet and they seen us doing all this stuff, they called it superhero abilities and they called it magic because they not only do they not have access to it, but they do not understand how to use it. Okay? Y'all with me? That's why they called it magic and taught us that it wasn't real. All right? Because they don't understand how to use this technology that only we have access to. They can only use us to do this technology for them. All right? So, simply put, magic is the ability of the gods to shift or create or alternate their environment. Y'all focus on this. So you can shift or alternate your environment, be it chemically, okay? This is why alchemists are able to turn metal to gold, be it biologically. This is why you are able to shapeshift, walk through walls, or levitate or attract things to you, or, whatever you could think of, you can do, all right? You can even shape, which is what the reptilians do. You can alter the way you look all the way together, all right? Or physically, all right? This is what magic truly is. Let's keep it going, all right? Now, why do Western scientists denounce magic? All right, why they denounce it? All right, let me see that. You get the charger for me? The phone about to die. Yeah, I need it. Why do they denounce magic? Why do Western scientists denounce magic and say that it's not real? Hold on, put this right, huh? Why do they do it, y'all? Why do they do it? Huh? Why do they denounce magic and say that this magic is not real? Huh? Why? We finna find out, y'all. We finna find out. All right? We finna find out. I don't want this phone to down, y'all, so let me see if we charging. All right, let's go. So, all right, here we go. Why do Western scientists denounce magic? Western scientists denounce magic because they do not want the black/Latinos, aka the gods/goddesses of planet Kai, to access ancient technology locked deep within their DNA. All right? Let me reread what I just said now. Think about what I just said deeply. Meditate on it. You got to ask yourself, okay, if magic real, why do they say it's not real? Okay, so that's why this question says, why do Western scientists denounce magic? We here to Inspector Rashad Jamal Gadget is on the motherfucking scene. All right? The reason that they denounce magic is because they do not want the black/Latinos, aka the gods/goddesses of planet Kai, also known as Earth, to access the ancient technology locked deep within your DNA. All right? They don't want it. So the best way to stop you from doing that is to lie to you and make you believe that it doesn't exist. Make you believe that it is not real. Are you with me, my people? All right? Let's keep it going. What were the Salem witch trials? Okay? Now, there was a point in period in time where they had something called the Salem witch trials, okay? So let's see what the Salem witch. All right. So you have to understand how people that use these abilities, they always went out their way to kill them. They went out their way to make your ancient technology and ancient art seem like evil thing so that you wouldn't do it. All right. It's actually was smart if you think about it. If you're trying to invade a people and conquer a people, that's smart. You got to think about that. That's actually smart. If you come in and invade a whole group of people and take over their planet and conquer them, and you trying to keep them away from powers because you know their powers will fuck you up, what better way than to make them think the powers don't exist or to make them think that their own powers or their natural essence is evil? And then make movies about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, that's fake. You know, no, this shit is real. Let's go. All right. Salem witch trials. Here we go. Let's see what Wikipedia. Come on now. What's going on? Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about the Salem witch trials, y'all. So what were the Salem witch trials? Okay. Here we go. Salem witch trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft in colonial Massachusetts between February 9, 1692 and May 1693. More than 200 people were accused. 30 were found guilty, 19 of whom were executed by hanging. 10 women and 5 men to be exact. One other man, okay? So we know what the Salem witch trials were, right? We just looked at that, okay? Salem witch trials, okay? The Salem witch trials took place in history, my people. Because they taught us this in American history, but never told us why it happened, really happened, right? Well, it took place because you have to remember, you have good white people, you have good human beings, good spiritual ones. And what was happening was a lot of the guys, when we were dropping in dimension, which is when we got to the point where they were able to conquer us physically, officially, in 1776, we were still teaching certain human beings certain things, right? Some of the things we was teaching them was how to conquer this. What's the word I'm looking for? Because they were bred to war. Human beings were. They were bred to war. They were bred to deceive. However, they do have the ability to be better than that because they have spirit. So they can be good spirit or bad spirit. So we were trying to basically give them access to certain technologies, right? All right? We always did throughout history. This is why you've seen certain white people helping us doing this transatlantic slave trade with the Underground Railroad per se. All right? But I'm breaking it down. So what was happening was these Caucasians who had accessed this information, who had came in contact with the gods, beginning to try to use it to better their condition in Boston, Massachusetts, were immediately executed because there was also slaves up there too. And they were also starting to teach it to the people that had already been enslaved in Boston who had already forgot this ancient craft. All right. So let's see. What was the purpose of the Salem witch trials? All right. Let's go back. So let's see. What was the purpose of the Salem witch trials? All right. Let's see what they got to say. Why were the Salem witches killed? They were among 20 who were killed as a result of the hysteria that took place in the New England village of Salem, where fear of demonic possession all right, struck panic among the Puritans and led to more than 200 accusations against anyone suspected of witchcraft. All right, so you know what witchcraft is? Witchcraft is nothing more than when a human being discovers learns the ancient art of this technology that the gods have, and they use it for negative reasons. That's witchcraft. Okay, so they trying to call it witchcraft, but basically the reason they killed them is because they didn't want them spreading that esoterical truth. They didn't want them accessing that neither, because you have to remember they work off chain of command. They have a pyramid structure. All right, so this is why think about Europe. People in Europe, when they had their little king queens going on and all that, palace in ancient Rome and all that, notice certain white people were considered the royals. Others were considered peasants, okay? The people that were considered peasants are your regular human beings that were created by Zeus. Your regular human beings. Remember, these other people that all in power, your kings, your queens, your world powers, they shapeshift into the Caucasian form so that they can walk around this planet, all right? That's what they use the Caucasians for. That's the agreement they made with the human being race. The reptilians did. So this is why you will never see a human being or God or goddess in power in their system, because everybody is in power. You can't be empowered in this system unless you're a part of the 13 bloodlines, okay? And all bloodlines, okay? All bloodlines, all right, are draconian reptilian. Somebody said Latinos have nothing to do with the black struggle unless they're Afro-Latino. No God, no God. That's what we was taught in history. Go look at my old lives, my old lessons. I did lectures, God. Just go back and look on how there's no such thing as a Latino. The root word in Latino is Latin. Latin was never a people. It was an ancient language spoken in Rome. So how can anybody Latino say they're Latino when it was never a people? It was a love language of the Romans who were white. Yeah, they taught them that. You must be just coming into class, man. I'm not finna hold the class. You can go back and look at my older videos, God, if you don't know. I know you might not be aware, so peace to you. I appreciate you for commenting, though. But let's keep the lessons going. So this is why they were killed, y'all. All right, so that was the purpose, all right? They didn't want this esoteric information getting out there, people. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, who was Aleister Crowley? All right, alias the Crowley or Aleister Crowley, however you enunciate his name. The nigga's on he on the goddamn screen. There you go. All right. Notice, what does this say? Do what thou wilt. All right, look at him. There go the pentagram that they say is an evil sign, but notice they motherfucking white ass be using this motherfucking sign, the incant and manifest they demonic shit. Pay attention. They told you the pyramid was evil, so I don't be lying to y'all. All right? They tell you it's evil, but they be trying to use the shit. All right? Okay, so yeah. So here go that pentagram, that 5-pointed star. All right, I broke that Vitruvian man. 5 points: air, water, fire, earth, spirit / love. All right, look at him using the symbology, people. Who was Aleister Crowley? This was one of his sayings that he stole from us, though. That he stole from ancient Kemet, because they didn't invent anything, y'all. They plastered their little human being faces on everything, even our philosophy, to try to make us. You see the technology? Yeah, to make you believe it. All right. So got his face plastered on this. You can't access this type of technology. His physical avatar won't even grant him that type of access if he wanted it. All right. So do what thou wilt. What is do what thou wilt? All right. Do what thou wilt. Because he taught his students that you can manifest anything. All right. He was teaching them this ancient technology. Okay. Now, let's keep it going, though. Aleister Crowley. It's going to all make sense next. All right. So what are the different types of magicians? Human. Keyword human woman. Human woman. Because a black female lady or Latino lady wouldn't be considered a woman because there's nothing womb or man about her. She's a goddess. All right. A black male or Latino male entity would not be considered. There's nothing hue or man about him. He would be a god. Okay. So just to catch y'all up on the lingo, if you don't know. What are the different types of magicians? Human woman. Human women who practice this ancient art are called witches. So basically, human beings, your white women, Asians, or whoever, that practice magic are called witches. Keep that in mind. And when a human males who practice this ancient art, they stole from us, are called wizards or warlocks. All right? Stick with me. We're getting deep. All right? So human women, white women, Asian women, any of these species of women they have access to magic. All right, I already explained what magic was. If you was paying attention, they have access to it too because they have spirit. Remember that. However, when they access it, because of the way they were bred, they are immediately deemed and considered witches. And this is how they are used in their Eastern Stars, Freemasonry, and all that. They witches. All right. A lot of your female singers and models and stuff are considered witches, and actors, witches and warlocks and wizards and shit. All right. And I'm finna show you why. So, what are the different types of magicians? All right, because keep this in mind. This isn't magic. This is just our ancient technology. Remember, they didn't understand it, so they called it magic. All right? So this only applies to them, this whole magic and magician thing. All right? But what they call it magic is just ancient technology locked in DNA, a.k.a. junk DNA. All right? Let's go. This is why they put the shit in the food and shit. But the food spell will be tomorrow, though. I'll talk about that in the food spell, but let's keep it going. So human women who practice this ancient art are called witches. Human males who practice this ancient art are called wizards or warlocks. All right? Let's keep it going. All right, here we go. You see the penitentiary? Y'all see that jail picture? Now pay attention. It get deep. An example of warlocks. Male witches are called warlocks. This is why male witches, and I did 4 years straight in jail, so I know this is a fact. This is why male witches who have mastered certain levels of witchcraft, all right? So keep in mind, my people, whenever you use this ancient art for positivity, it's called Wicca. When it's being used negatively, it's called witchcraft, all right? So this is why that term witchcraft is steady being used. All right, let's go. An example of warlocks. Male witches are called warlocks. This is why male witches who have mastered certain levels of witchcraft are left in charge over prison systems to cast spells over the environment in the prisons as well as the food are called wardens. Okay? There go a picture of the jail. And this is also why they made all these bullshit laws to lure the black males, the blacks and Latinos, whether male or woman, into the jails. Okay? Let me read it again. Male witches are called warlocks. Male witches who have levels of witchcraft are left in charge over the prison systems. They are left in charge to cast spells over the environment in the prisons as well as the food. And they are called wardens, okay? So, anybody ever been in jail or know somebody in jail? Anybody that runs a whole prison is called a warden. And if you know about any warden, you will never see a black warden or Latino. All wardens are human beings. They are Caucasian, all right? Facts. So, this is why they are called wardens, all right? Now, let me give you an example of one of the spells that these wardens cast in when you're incarcerated. And I know it to be true because I did 4 years straight in jail, which was one of the tricks that these human beings tried to stop me from being here today, to give y'all this, all right? The awakening, all right? They have many tricks they have tried to stop us. It'll never work, though, all right? I was typing fast. That should say F-O-O-D, all right? That's a F-O-D spell type. I'll be typing fast sometimes, but fuck that. Get the message. This ain't about spell checking and shit. All right. So, for example, one of the major food spells in the jails is the soy meat they feed inmates. All right. You ever been to jail? You know all the meat they feed us while we're in jail is filled with soy. All right. But this is why. Inmates, notice I-N, mate, means to mate with different spells within. I repeat, even the term inmate that they call us when we in jail, the term inmate means to mate with different spells within your motherfucking self. And they got you surrounded, because I did jail time, by gates and shit. So all these spells that are being cast by the warden, who is the witch over the prison system, you are made to mate with those spells or those entities or those demonic forces, all right, within your motherfucking self, all right? Now, let me keep breaking down the soy, all right? So soy is one of the spells, all right? Soy is bad for the black/Latino males because it makes them sterile, which lowers their chance of reproduction, okay? Let me read that again. For example, one of the major food, that should say FOOD, I was typing fast, this is a 40-page slide, so bear with me. One of the major food spells in jails use is the soy meat they feed inmates. Inmate means to mate with different spells within. That's where the word inmate even comes from. This is why they are called inmates. Soy is bad for the black/Latino males because it makes them sterile, which lowers their chance of reproduction. All right, and they go to jail. Picture the jail. So they're attacking us on many levels, y'all. All right, but that's just an example of a warlock. We gonna keep the motherfucking lecture going. All right, because we getting deep. So now, what is Hollywood? Now that we know about witches and warlocks and what and so called. So now basically, you know, if you want to know about a witch or a warlock, everybody that owns a prison, whoever the warden is, he is a witch. He's a warlock. That's why he's called a warden. He cannot be a warden without having mastered certain spells and stuff. This is a fact. All right? Facts. Factuals. All right? So what is Hollywood? Why is it called Hollywood? There go a picture of the Hollywood sign. Now let's work. All right? All right. What is Hollywood? What is Hollywood? Okay? Let's see what they got to say. What is Hollywood, people? All right. Hollywood is a larger-than-life symbol of the entertainment business. Hollywood beckons tourists with landmarks like TCL, Chinese Theater, and Star-Studded Walk of Fame. All right? So that's what they saying on Wikipedia about what Hollywood is, all right? What is Hollywood used for? All right, Hollywood is a neighborhood located in Los Angeles, which is on the 33rd parallel, that is also synonymous with the glamour, money, and power of the entertainment industry. As the show business capital of the world, Hollywood is home to many famous television and movie studio and record companies. Okay, so we now know what Hollywood is, right? All right, all this has to do with spells, because did you all know that all of the spells that they cast over the actual plane, they do them in Hollywood and now Atlanta, which they call Black Hollywood. And I told y'all about the frequency war and how they use they use Hollywood, which is located in LA, because it's on the 33rd parallel, which is the most powerful ley line on the planet. They are also beginning to use Atlanta in the last 10 years because Atlanta is located on as well, which is why it is called Black Hollywood. All right, let's keep it going. So Hollywood is being used to cast these spells. I'm going to break down to you how. Why is it called Hollywood? All right. Why is it called Hollywood? All right. Legend has it that early residents of Southern California were inspired by a lovely holly-like bush that they were inspired to call their new digs Hollywood. In fact, the name Hollywood was coined by H.J. Whitley, the father of Hollywood. Whitley bought 500 acres from E.C. All right? So, let me go back. Okay. So they just told us that it's called Hollywood, all right, because of this holly tree. Okay? Now, I'm finna break down to y'all. Let's find out what the holly tree is. Okay? All right. Okay. What is the holly tree? Okay. The holly tree. There we go. There go a picture of the holly tree, y'all. This is where the term Hollywood comes from, and all this is pertaining to witchcraft. Just stay with me. I'm connecting the dots here. Okay. So for us to figure out the name Hollywood and why it's truly called that, Hollywood comes from, what is Hollywood? The wood of holly comes from the wood of the holly tree. So now we have to figure out what is the holly tree. There's a picture of a holly tree, the thistles and the berries. Don't that shit look familiar? I know they look familiar to y'all. Let's find out what is the holly tree, which the Hollywood comes from. The Druids regard holly as a symbol of fertility and eternal life, thought to have magical powers, okay? So the holly tree was always believed to have magical, here we go with that term magic again, powers. And I already broke down what magic is, people. It's just technology that things reptilians don't understand that only we have access to, really. Today, Christians have adopted the holly tree as a symbol for Christmas. Yep. Y'all done seen the thistles and the berries around holidays. That's a holly tree, all right? The sharp leaves are said to symbolize the crown of thorns worn by Jesus, while the berries represent his blood, all right? So that's the holly tree, okay? We just already decoded it. We know what's to that. All right, if you ain't seen me break down Jesus, go watch it in one of my older lives. We already broke down the whole Jesus story, all right? So let's get away from this whole crown worn by Jesus bullshit and berries that represent his blood, because we already know that ain't that. Let's stay focused on what the Druids looked at it as. It was a symbol of fertility and eternal life, power. This lets you know that the holly tree has powers, which is why they use the name Hollywood. All right, but let's get deeper though. Let's get deeper, y'all. So this holly tree has magical powers, and we know what magic is. Let's get deeper. What are witch brooms and magic wands made out of? In folklore, Greek/Roman mythology, the magical wand of the witch, the magic wand along with her broom, is made from the holly tree. That go up magical wand, all right? But in folklore, so this lets you know, the wand that the wizard used in the witch's magical wand was always believed to be made from the holly tree. Okay? So, the magical wand that the wizards use, that wand is made from the wood of that wand that the wizards use, Merlin, or any wizard they always showed you, that comes from a holly tree. The broomstick that the witches always rode, holly tree. All right? To associate witches and wizards with magic, right? All right? So this is why Hollywood, because they are casting spells with their words, and they're using the gods and goddesses to spell cast, all right? And they're controlling the whole planet with these, because they are master illusionists. This is the real reason why they name it Hollywood. Y'all see what I'm trying to show y'all? They have been casting spells in Hollywood, the controllers, generation to generation, through the entertainment, all right? I broke down the rhymes and all that. So we now are finding out that the brooms in cartoons and movies, in science fiction, witch brooms and magic wands were always believed to be made from the holly tree. So the wood of holly represents magic. And we know that magic is real. I already broke down what magic is. All right? So let's keep it going. All right? Is dots connecting for y'all now? Let's keep it going. Now, who was Peg Entwistle? And why is she important? All right? Look at this sign, y'all. Hollywood land, okay? Her name was Peg Entwistle. And she is also known as the Hollywood Girl. All right, and I just told y'all that Hollywood basically has been used by these human beings along with the reptilian shapeshifters to cast out spells over us and control us with the demonic imagery that's coming out of Hollywood. All right, now, who was Peg Entwistle? And notice, Hollywood is located where, people? On the 33rd ley line, not by accident, but on motherfucking purpose. All right, who was Peg Entwistle? The Hollywood Girl. Now let's find out about Peg Entwistle. Boom. Why was she called the Hollywood Girl, and why is she important? Says here, Peg Entwistle and the Hollywood sign suicide. Okay, so Peg Entwistle is famous because she is called the Hollywood Girl because she is the first and only person to ever go up on the Hollywood land sign, and she jumped off the sign. She jumped off the alphabet H to be exact and killed herself. She jumped to her death. So she is known as the Hollywood Girl. Okay, there she go again. Peg Entwistle and the Hollywood sign suicide. And you can read her biography. Book is by James Ruck Jr. All right. Peg Entwistle and the Hollywood sign. Now let's find out why she is important. I already exposed that they've been using Hollywood to cast demonic spells and shit. All right, that's why it's called Hollywood. All right, so let's find out about Peg Entwistle. She was born February 5th, 1908, died September 16th, 1932. Acting career began in 1925. She only appeared in one movie titled 13 Women. Now, pay attention to this number 13. This shit finna get deep. Okay, this girl that's called the Hollywood Girl, and it's called a suicide. It wasn't no suicide. You know what that was? It was a blood sacrifice. She was actually the first blood sacrifice when they first set up Hollywood and started casting and all this stuff and using these energy stargates and portals. She was the first blood sacrifice, all right? So they sacrificed herself for that cause. But this is what started all the blood sacrificing in Hollywood. This is why she's known as the Hollywood Girl, all right? Who the fuck gonna go up on the middle of a mountain and jump off an H for no reason? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and why the letter H specifically, all right? So I'm finna keep getting deep. Now that I'm telling you that she's known as the Hollywood It Girl, there she go again, the Hollywood Girl, all right? She is famous because she committed suicide. She's the first and only person to ever commit suicide by jumping off the Hollywood sign, okay? So let's keep digging on her ass, all right? Born February 5th, 1908. Died September 16, 1932. Now the shit finna get creepy on y'all. Y'all, here we go. Only appeared in one movie titled 13 Women. Keyword 13. Why was she only in one movie? All right. Her acting career began in 1925. It only lasted 7 years. That's not a long time. Pay attention, my people. Let's keep going. Only appeared in one movie, and she's the face of Hollywood. She's called the Hollywood Girl. All right. Only appeared in one movie, and it was titled 13 Women. Now pay attention to 13. Pay attention to the number 13 and how many times it pops up around her. Now we kind of moving into numerology, which is a separate live, but to just touch on it, all right? They love playing with numbers because they understand how mathematics cosmos, right? So they 13 is a very potent and powerful number / draconian reptilian shapeshifters. Why? Because I'm gonna show it to y'all right now. Let me just show it to y'all. All right, pay attention. Her death date is 1932. Let's break it down. 9 plus 3 equals 12. Plus 2, 14. minus 1 equals 13. Hold on. Her death date, numerology, people. See, people don't dig this deep. Shit don't be no coincidence, y'all. 1932. She's known as the Hollywood girl. She died 1932. Her death year, 9 plus 3 equals 12, plus 2 equals 14, minus 1 equals 30. We back to that number 13. All right, she's only in one movie called 13 Women. Let's keep going. There are 13 letters in the sign Hollywood land, which she allegedly jumped from. Hold on. We getting deep, y'all. See. Y'all think I be motherfucking talking. Don't y'all? I know. But see, when I told y'all I don't fuck around, I didn't come to fuck around. Let's count this shit out. Because see, y'all need to understand the importance of the number 13. All right? She's called the Hollywood girl. Here's the sign she jumped off of. Here go Hollywood land. Let's count the letters out, y'all. And this is not by coincidence, people. This is by design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's count again. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 letters in the word Hollywood. Y'all think this shit a coincidence, huh? No. This ain't no coincidence. You can believe that shit if you want to. This ain't no coincidence. See, I break shit down. This is groundbreaking research right here. You feel me? This is groundbreaking research right here. You feel me? This is going in my book. This is going in my YouTube channel. And this date is credited, so can't nobody try to come and plagiarize. None of you little human being scientists like y'all like to come behind us and try to steal shit. No. I got at least 50 people that's going to be like, no, Rashad, Jamal been breaking this shit down. All right? Let's get back to it. 13 important to them, y'all. Let's look at it again. Her 1925, she only appeared in one movie called The 13 Women. Pay attention to how many times the number 13 pops up around her. All right? Because 13 is everything to these fucking draconian reptilians and these fucking human beings. All right? 1932. 9 plus 3 equals 12, plus 2 equals 14, minus 1 equals 13. There are 13 letters in the sign Hollywood land, which she allegedly jumped from. There was 13 original colonies when they came and invaded and took over our motherfucking planet. There are 13 blood stripes on the American flag of the United States of America. Friday the 13th is celebrated as a pagan holiday. The Hunger Games had 12 districts plus 1. So there were in total 13 districts. And what does the Hunger Games represent? The state they were trying to take us into, but now we in this grand awakening, so there ain't gonna be no fucking Hunger Games. But this is why in the they had 12 districts plus 1, which made it 13 districts in total. Let's keep going. Ancient Kemet ascended back up to the 13th dimension after the fall. Remember, I said we was on the 33rd dimension when they first landed on our planet before these beings invaded us. But we dropped down to the 13th. We was on the 13th dimension during the Kemet era and the Egyptian era, which is why pyramids and stuff was still built. This is why pharaohs were still 12, 13, 14 feet tall. And they wasn't 50 feet tall because they were on a lower dimension. Yet they were on a higher dimension than we are now. All right? The lower we go in dimension, the smaller our bodies become to adjust to the dimension. This is all true. Keep it going. There are 13 powerful bloodlines who run the entire world. Facts. And these are the 13 powerful bloodlines. This is why 13 is significant to them. Because these 13 powerful bloodlines, these are the reptilian shapeshifters who invaded our planet along with the human beings. All right? And last but not least, the 13 abolished slavery. Even though it didn't, this is why they used the 13th to be like, hey, slavery was abolished. So I'm showing y'all how much this 13 popped up, especially around this young lady who was considered the Hollywood girl. Already broke down what Hollywood comes from and what it means, the Holly tree, because Hollywood is nothing more than a place that they use to cast demonic spells and enchantments to control and manipulate us, all right, and to keep us at a low frequency. And it's only aimed at the blacks and Latinos, the gods and goddesses, nobody else. This does not affect human beings, all right, at all. They are privileged here, all right? So this is why if you are a human being and you're watching this, if you're not going to help us and use your good spirit to be like, you know what, let me research, this is true, we were made by black people and our ancestors came and took over them and took their planet and this and that. If you ain't saying that, you got to get the fuck off too, because you ain't really with us, because that's not no lie. This is a fact. I'm kicking esoterical cosmic facts to y'all about Hollywood and about spells and this time spell. I had to break all this down because we still on the time spell, y'all. This is why I said that I'm going to have to make each spell one day for each spell, because it's too much to just put in one goddamn live. You get what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel, man. 50 people in here, I should have 50 new subscribers, all right? Or feel free to donate to the Cash App, Music, M-U-S-I-C, Media, M-D-I-A, forever. You feel me if you want to, because people asked about it. Let's keep it going. So let's break down 13 again, all right? Let's keep breaking down 13, y'all. Why is she important? Acting career began in 1925. Only appeared in one movie, 13 Women. She's considered face of Hollywood. She's called the Hollywood girl who committed suicide by jumping off the goddamn sign. But it wasn't suicide. It was just a blood sacrifice. People, wake up. Now, she only appeared in one movie titled 13 Women. How ironic. Pay attention to 13. Her death date, 1932. 9 plus 3 equals 12. This is called numerology. 12 plus 2 equals 14 minus 1 equals 13. How ironic 13 pops up again. Wow. That make you go, face. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. There ain't that many motherfucking coincidences now. There's 13 letters in the actual sign, Hollywood land, which she allegedly jumped from, because that was a blood sacrifice. There was 13 original colonies. So this is why 13 is significant to her, because this shows her loyalty to her species. All right? There was 13 original colonies. There are 13 blood stripes on the American flag. You know, go count them. This is why. Friday the 13th is celebrated as a pagan holiday. This is why they tell you Friday the 13th is bad. The Hunger Games had 3 districts. Ancient Kemet ascended back up to the 13th dimension after the fall, before Alexander the Great went and removed the last of our ancient technology from within our grasp. This is why they always pay so much homage to Alexander the Great, bitch ass. All right? Had us in school in American history class called Alexander the motherfucking Great. He ain't Alexander the shit. His bitch ass, when the people in Kemet in Egypt, they still had access to some of our technology. So even though we fell from the 33rd to the 13th, they were still able to concoct pyramids to try to connect us back, and they were still bigger body and in frequency. And then Alexander the Great rode his bitch ass around and rounded them up. You know what I'm saying? With other technology to get that technology from us. So this is why they always pay homage to Alexander the Great, because we would have been shifted had he not went and got that ancient technology. All right? Facts. Now we shift. It don't matter. Now it's over with. Their system will be destroyed by December 21st. January 2021. It's over with. All right? So this is what these lives are about. I'm teaching y'all, my people, the truth that has been kept from y'all hidden. Let's keep it going. All right. So why is 13 so important? Because there are 13 bloodlines who rule our planet. It's 13 bloodlines, y'all. I gotta take a Cheeto break. Bear with me. I've been on here with y'all for hours. I need a Cheeto break. Facts. These my favorite Cheetos, too. Hot crunchy cheese curl. Oh, my fault. Okay. So now, now we said 13 is very important, but we need to find out why. So now we finna find out why. The 13 bloodlines who ruled our planet. Oh yeah, when I get off here, I'm finna eat real healthy. I'm just lecturing to y'all real quick, man. I'm just trying to put some energy in me, some type of energy. All right, but look, the 13 bloodlines who ruled our planet. All right, here they go, y'all. Keyword ruled, because these bitches had to go. Majority of their asses already left the planet and are dead. Facts. A lot of their ass have their clones walking around. But let's read out the 13 bloodlines who had ruled our whole planet. These are all your reptilians, families, people. Remember, they are shapeshifters. Let's go down. The Astor bloodline. The Bundy bloodline. Also, if your slave master had one of these last names, you also will always receive a little more leniency, at least in their system, than anybody with a separate last name from this, regardless of your species. Facts. This is a fact. This is a real fact. Yeah, it's all about the bloodline, y'all. The Astor bloodline, these are 13 bloodlines. This is why they use 13 so much, because they landed and invaded these 13 reptilian bloodline races. Here they go. The Astor bloodline. All right. The Bundy bloodline. The Collins bloodline. The DuPont bloodline. The Freemason bloodline. The Kennedy bloodline. There goes the Lee bloodline. You see it? All right. The Lee, Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Asiatic. Yeah. Remember I told y'all. The original fucking human beings. I told y'all. Caucasians, Asians, Arabs, Dravidians. All right. And Mexicans. All right. These are the bloodlines. The Astor bloodline, the Bundy bloodline, the Collins bloodline, the DuPont bloodline, the Freemason bloodline, the Kennedy bloodline, the Lee bloodline, the Onassis bloodline, the Russell bloodline, the Van Dyne bloodline, the Merovingian bloodline. I don't know if I enunciated that correctly. And the last but not least, the Rothschild bloodline. So this is why the number 13 is so important to them, because it's symbolic of the 13 bloodlines. These are your reptilian races. And all of them are shapeshifters. They have all them bloodlines control the country. They control the whole world. And I'll show you how. This is how they control the world. They control us. These 13 bloodlines who ruled the planet, who invaded us, have been controlling us, the gods and goddesses, through, of course, time spells. But I'm showing you what these bloodlines have been doing in the physical, things that you can point to. All right? Education system. All right? The judicial system. Organized religion. And last but not least, FDA, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Food and Drug Administration. And this is why hospitals are not designed to help you. They were designed to kill you and keep you sick. All right? And this is what they do. All right? So these 13 bloodlines have ruled us through these 4 separate ways, along with the money system, which will be your banks and stuff. All right. So your Food and Drug Administration, they go hand in hand. All right. They poison the food, all that. This is what they do. They keep the gods and goddesses in a low frequency. Let's keep going. All right. So what is the time spell? All right. Now, to answer your question flat, here we go, y'all, because this is all about the time spell. What is the time spell? The time spell is the illusionary man-made construct brought to Earth by human beings. Time is not natural to our planet. I've been telling y'all this, all right? Time is not natural to our planet. You have to understand, my people, these beings created time, okay? They created that when they invaded us. It was a spell that they wrote down, created their numerical numbers, and cast over us. That's fruit? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, see, for y'all that don't know, somebody's like, why you ain't... Oh, no, we eat healthy. Don't think it ain't no... Hey, look. I got a whole wife, man. She gonna bring the real good... Hey, you see it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna still eat my chips here and there. I ain't gonna lie to you. We ain't fully shifted yet, but don't think that I'm not in the crib eating nothing but vegetables and fruits like that. That's my actual meals. But yeah, I'm still gonna eat hot crunchy cheese curls and hold on now. You feel me? Don't get this misconstrued. No. That. And I'm a smacker too, so I'm gonna be me on for y'all. I'm transparent with me. Accept me all the way. Alright? So we still on what is the time spell, y'all, but they were a few people like, why you eating healthy? So I just ate a strawberry for y'all. Here go a blackberry. Hey, here go a blueberry. Hey, and here go a motherfucking mango. All right, and I smack when I eat. So if you don't want me smacking all on live in the lecture, don't ask why I'm just snacking on a chip. Does it make sense now? Did you get it now, goddess? All right, we'll keep the lecture going, right? Because we almost at the end of this time spell. All right, so we back. Let's go. What's up, sis? I see sis in here. Shout out Cherie Kelly. All right. So what is the time spell, my people? The time spell is the illusionary man-made construct brought to Earth by human beings. Time is not natural to our planet. Time is now y'all need to pay attention. Time is a powerful spell. Because see, remember, before I taught you guys, I could have jumped straight to what is the time spell. But I had to break down spells and all that stuff to get to this one point. Because now that we know the spells and magic is real and we know exactly what it is, right? So let's look at this. All right. Time is a powerful spell aimed directly at the neurochemistry of the brain. We know what neurochemistry is now, people. Everybody that's been in my class today. Time is a powerful spell aimed directly at the neurochemistry of the brain. We know that whatever you think affects the neurochemistry. Neurochemistry shapes your reality, shapes your environment, literally. Now, this going on my YouTube, though, God. I'm trying to get enough subscribers to my YouTube channel so I can start doing all my lives on YouTube. All right? But let's keep it going. So what is the time spell? To all the gods and goddesses in the room that's been watching, been paying attention, been learning today, we done went through spells and breaking down incantations the whole 9 just to get to this moment in time. Time is a powerful spell aimed directly at the neurochemistry of the brain. Time is an ancient spell, keyword ancient spell, from the planet of Nern used to trick Black/Latinos or the gods into believing in death. Let me bring that back. Time is a powerful spell aimed directly at the neurochemistry of the brain. Time is an ancient spell from the planet of Nern used to trick Black/Latinos or the gods into believing in death. This belief system is ushered in through a mental maze the human beings call centuries, decades, years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Y'all don't hear me. I better see some motherfucking snorkel emoji, some swim emoji, something. I ain't gonna continue till I see some emojis. Y'all sitting there like y'all ain't heard nothing groundbreaking. Like your soul hasn't just been liberated. I just freed y'all soul, man. Y'all gods and goddesses. And I'm showing you scientifically why. And I'm showing you these spells they have used to keep you from touching this energy within yourself that you don't believe in. All right? Time is nothing but a powerful spell aimed at your neurochemistry of your brain. Brought to this planet. It's an ancient spell at that. It's not new. Y'all better go watch Doctor Strange. You can cast all type of spells. Listen, man. I just showed y'all what a spell really is. And what magic really is. Okay? So time. All right? Before I go back to reading that, this is why I told y'all, if y'all been watching, when I used the money thing to show y'all how time is an illusion. All right, we can't count money over. If I owed you $100 and I pull out $1 and count it 100 times and give it to you, you're gonna say, "Where's my other $99?" All right, you wouldn't accept that. But for some reason, we accept this time illusion that was given to us. Thank you. I see y'all in tune. Y'all learning, right? But now that let's use the logic. Let's use these powerful brains that we were blessed with. All right. If you're not gonna accept somebody counting $1.99 times, why would you accept 7 days repeating itself however many times to make a year? All right. It's impossible. That's why I always say, this kills the whole time thing, y'all. They taught us that it was 7 days in a year, but they only named 7 days. So where's the other 358 days if there's 365 days in a year? All right. So if they only name 7, that means there's only 7 days in a year. So if it's only 7 days in a year, now I'm confused. So then how many fucking months is in a year? And how many weeks is in a month? And how many days is in a week? And how many, like, all of that fucking changes when you think that it's only 7 days that they ever taught you. So how the fuck is it 365 days in a year? Somebody said it starts over. Stephen Williamson. If you do not use the God gene in you, see, leave the meat alone and leave the Neanderthal. Let it go. Bro, my brother, think. You said it starts over. Okay. So since it started over, where he at? Stephen Williamson. I'm not mad at you. I'm just here to awaken you. Let's walk through this together. So Stephen Williamson said the time starts over. He said it is more than 7 days. They start over. Stephen Williamson. I owe you $100 right now. I'm gonna count my dollar 99 times. I'm gonna say $1, flip it over, $2. I'm gonna keep starting my count of that. Say $1 over and over again. And I'm gonna count that $1 over and over again 99 times. Are you gonna accept that? No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. You're going to say, where my other $99 at? So if you're not going to accept that with money, why is you accepting it with time? Why aren't you asking if it's 300 days in a year, name them bitches? You only named 7. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot say Monday makes the 8th motherfucking day of the year. You cannot turn 7 to 365. You just can't do that. You just can't turn 7, Stephen Williamson, into 365. You're not going to come into the university and be an agent to the classroom. This is the Decoding University. We've been live for 500 years. So fuck is you entering the university with Neanderthal history and you trying to dilute the message. Talking about it starts over. You damn brain. And if you aren't able to use it, then that means you are one of those they have walking around. That no matter what you tell them, no matter how much proof you show them, they will still be a part of this matrix construct. My people break free from this matrix construct. All right, I'm freeing minds over here, my brother. Let's keep the goddamn lesson going, man. Exit the university if you're gonna come with something, make it make sense, man. Don't be silly shit somebody start over again and we just decoded that. So when somebody owe you Stephen Williamson, they owe you more than $1. Listen, I hope we got friends on here together. Cause somebody gonna owe you, I'm gonna tell their ass, whoever owes Stephen Williamson, y'all, give that man, that God, if you owe him $100, just give him $1, y'all, but count it 99 times. He cool with that because he says, hey, $1 just start over, it keeps starting over. You can't say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Negro, no, it should be a different day. Monday is the same goddamn day. We counted Monday already. Where the 8th day at? And the 9th and the 10th. And the other 358. Fuck. Use your own brain, not the brain they gave you. All right? Facts. Hell wrong with him. He got to be high. Talking about it started over. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, let's keep going with this time spell, all right? And I don't say that to I don't want Stephen Williamson to think I'm belittling him because I do understand that you still stuck in the matrix, so it's hard to grasp it. It's okay. It'll come to you because our DNA being repaired every day. So you ain't got no choice. You're going to rise regardless, my brother. Love you. Peace to you. All right, let's keep it going. Time is a powerful spell aimed directly at the neurochemistry of the brain. Time is an ancient spell from the planet of Nern used to trick blacks and Latinos or the gods into believing in death. All right, remember, what we believe affects the neurochemistry of our brain. So by tricking us into believing in this time illusion, it brought about the belief of death. Okay? Y'all with me? Now, this belief system of time is ushered in through a mental maze. So centuries and decades and all that shit is nothing more than a mental maze they are taking you through. All right? It's this belief system of time is ushered in through a mental maze that the human beings call centuries, decades, years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Okay? This belief of days/nights leads to the complete restructuring of the brain's neurochemistry. You with me now, Stephen Williamson? Are y'all seeing this time spell? Let me read that again. This belief, all right? Because we know what we believe, directly what we think. So a belief is a thought, directly impacts the neurochemistry of our brains, all right? And this belief system is ushered in through this mental maze that they call centuries, decades, years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. The bullshit don't exist. It never did. All right? This belief of days/nights leads to the complete restructuring of the brain's neurochemistry. Okay? So we begin to believe this time spell. All right? We begin to believe that 100 years is a century, and it's 10 years in a decade, and it's 365 days in a year, and it's 12 months in a year, and it's 4 weeks in a month, and it's 7 days in a week, and it's 24 hours in a day, and it's 60 minutes in an hour, and it's 60 seconds in a minute. So now we are doing what? Counting time, counting days that don't exist. And then they gave us birthdays and told us to celebrate the shit. So every year you counting these days, even looking forward to it. So you're counting this and you're believing in this system. And our belief in this system is the only reason it appears to exist. All right? Right. You believe you getting old, your ass start looking old. Facts. All right? So this belief of day and night, which is why they blasted our second sun away, people, because when the second sun was here, there was no night. It was just always day. So you couldn't even use day and night to trick the gods. So they had to blast that second sun away. The day and night is part of the time cycle, and it leads to the restructuring of the brain neurochemistry. All right, and this causes hold on, let's keep going, y'all. We ain't through. All right, hold on. Now what happens? What happens? Once you believe this shit, with this belief of days/years passing, the body or the avatar in which the soul/spirit moves around the physical realm, or planet Kai, which is the real name of Earth, begins to decay/age. Let me read that back. This is the time spell, people. With this belief of days/years passing, the body or the avatar in which the soul moves around the physical realm begins to decay/age. Okay, so remember, these are physical vessels in this dimension. We are multidimensional beings. We are electricity and magnetism, spirit and soul, so we can never die. We just teleport to different dimensions. We take on different bodies, all right? Some of us don't even take on bodies sometimes, all right? It just depends on what we're trying to do, okay? So you got to know, when the body begins to age and decay, and then the physical avatar dies. It didn't used to be like that. Before they put this time spell on our planet, these physical avatars will live forever. And we would just alternate, go in and out into different realities and keep creating. Because remember, we create with our words and our thoughts. We take that with us everywhere. We are spirit and soul. This is our power as the gods, as the Atlanteans. We are the Atlanteans. I keep telling y'all this, all right? The God race, the Atlanteans, angelic beings, electrical beings, all right? This is who we are. This is what we are, okay? Like I keep saying, the whole movie, The Guardian of the Galaxy, is about us and how we literally are the guardians of the 9 realms that are on the planet, all right? It's 9 realms. It's 8 other realms that exist on our planet, all right? It's 8 other realms that exist on our planet. What we call Atlantis, or they now renamed Earth, or, it's called Middle Earth. This is just one of the 8 other realms on this planet, on our planet. Facts, this shit get way, man, look. This shit get deep, y'all. This shit get super deep. It ain't a word for how deep this shit get. Let's keep it going, though, about this time spell, all right? I'll make other lives about that stuff, too. I'll go more in depth for y'all, just like I did with the time spell. I talked about this time spell, and then I made an actual presentation on it. So I got y'all, all right? Here we go. We back at it, okay? So, with this belief of days/years passing, the body or the avatar in which the soul moves around the physical realm, I'm giving y'all the cosmic facts, all right? This is quantum physics. In cosmic history, I'm teaching y'all about y'all selves, all right? With this belief of days/years passing, the body or the avatar in which the soul/spirit moves around the physical realm of planet Cayenne begins to decay or age. Okay? This belief, the keyword belief, in aging conjures, remember what we do when we conjure? We attract, right? So this belief in aging conjures up the spirit, remember, of decay, also known as rigor mortis or death. Let me bring that back. This belief in aging conjures up the spirit. So decay, aka rigor mortis, aka death, is a spirit, people. Yes, stress is definitely a form of going to your lower self. So what I just taught y'all was that decay, rigor mortis, death is a spirit. It's an actual spirit. It's an actual entity, okay? And we conjured up this entity with the belief of time, all right? And the soul is magnetism. So we attract this spirit to our physical bodies in this realm, which then causes these physical bodies to age, which leads to the death of the physical body. But you, the essence of you, never dies, all right? And they use this fear, this death, and our lack of knowledge thereof as a fear point to be like, hey, you don't want to die. You don't want to. Death gonna feel better than a nut. What they call death gonna feel better than a nut to you. It's gonna be the most peaceful point to you because you will release from the restraints of the physical body, all right? Exactly, which goes back. Renee say, thank you, goddess, which goes back to the number 13 symbolizing death. Thank you. Can y'all please subscribe to the University of Cosmic Intelligence? Y'all can do it right now. All right? Feel free to donate $1 if you want to. A lot of y'all was like, what's the cash app I want to donate? I don't need no money, but if y'all want to donate, because I'm pouring a lot of energy, time, and reason, go ahead. $MIC, music, media, MDIA, the number 4, ever, EVER. All right? So if you want to do it, donate 50 cents, donate a penny. You don't want to donate nothing but your time and energy, do that by sharing this live. All right, you could donate by sharing the live. You could donate by spreading the information. You could donate a penny if you want to. You could donate by subscribing. We need to spread the information, my people. All right? So now, rigor mortis is the stiffening up of the joints and stuff that happens after death. But what they don't tell you is believing in this time spell, all right, conjures up the spirit. So you begin to decay and go through rigor mortis long before your avatar even dies. This is why the older people get, the stiffer their bones get, and they start, you know what I'm saying, start getting hard for them to move. That's rigor mortis. But they lied and told us rigor mortis only sets in after the physical avatar dies. That's a fucking lie to keep you entrapped and ensnared in this time spell. Facts. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. So this belief in aging conjures up the spirit of decay, also known as rigor mortis or death, but not the death of the electrical being. Let's focus on that. So only the avatar dies, people, from this time spell, but not the death of the electrical being / soul spirit within the body. Okay? Pay attention. So although they can kill the physical with this time spell, they cannot kill the us. All right? This is why